Well, hey there, friends. Alright, so here we are. Wehrs Machine.
Wehrs Machine.
Racing Products here.
I'm Jesse.
I'm Joseph.
This is Jordan.
We got Jordan. And we got Blue. Here we are. We're going to do a little tour of Wehrs Machine while we're on our way up to Cedar Lake Speedway. Kind of a halfway point between Cedar Lake and Fairbury. We were at Fairbury this past weekend. So we're on our way up to Cedar Lake Speedway to run the USA Nationals, the World Outlaws there. Decided to stop in here at Wehrs and check them out, see what they got here. So y'all come on and let's go see what they got.
Yep.
I'm not gonna turn this thing off. Just gonna leave it on.
I'm sure Jonathan will really appreciate it.
Well, here we go. Going in. Fire bottle clamps there. All kinds of
We use these.
Yeah, we do. Hey, here's something that I know we need. This is a spindle checker. We can't leave here without one of those.
We usually just change spindles because we think it's
All right.
We eyeball them.
Yeah.
Eyeball them.
Sometimes it's straight, sometimes it's not. So
we
we got these misalignment shims in our rear end for full bar rods and stuff. Got to have that kind of stuff. Pinion plates.
This looks familiar.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, restrictor plates. Yeah, yeah, no, we never run a restrictor.
No, we don't run restrictor.
You can't run restrictors. Here's Wehrs Machine restrictor plate deal. All different size restrictors. That's an open one there. So pretty cool how it's worked. Pretty cool design. Just sets in the carburetor spacer flush.
Hey.
Little insert. Pretty cool deal.
Let's go find the owner of this place.
Yeah, who runs this joint anyway? So here we are.
What's going on?
The office. Here, Chad Wehrs.
Yeah.
What's going on, buddy?
Not much. You guys made her, huh?
Way up
Oh
here.
yeah.
Yeah, a long ways from home.
Got some pretty cool stuff out there.
Yeah. Yeah, this is welcome to Wehrs Machine. So.
Glad to be here. Pretty cool deals.
So I started in 1997.
Yeah.
So we just celebrated our 25 years and pretty much circle track stuff, all mainly modifieds, late models, that kind of stuff. And
Right.
suspension, tools, accessories, and the Ultraforce machines like you guys got. I've been in the racing industry pretty much my whole life, and you know this was my dad's Chevy garage from '78 to 15, and now this is our distribution center. So
Right.
we manufacture the stuff in town, and then it comes out here to get assembled and lasered and put together and shipped. And
Right. So I guess here and later in the video we'll probably go and look at the manufacturing side of the plant here and
yeah,
check out everything that you do over there.
the
So.
showroom now it's just full of the Trickery. So it used to be Chevrolets, now there's Wehrs Machine parts.
Yeah.
These are the scorekeepers.
Hey, we also have one. We have one of these. You know, for cornhole for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Hold your water.
these two were fighting. We were playing bags, and the two boys were fighting, so I had to eliminate the fight. So we made a cool scorekeeper, and here we are selling them.
That's right. That is cool.
Yep.
This is a Jesse couch. Like that's where I would be sleeping. Oh, is this what we have?
These are in stock machines. So generally we'd have more in stock. We're having a little trouble getting the touchscreens and that kind of stuff. These are some used ones that have been refurbished, and a Gen 1 that's been converted to a new one. So we have a couple used autos for sale, and then we got one new one that's going to Polaris to do all their side-by-side stuff.
Really?
So,
To
yeah.
Polaris. Okay.
Well, I assure you, we have these things now, and they. How much easier does it make life?
Oh, you can't do it without it.
Can't do without it. They're really nice. So this is where the packaging and shipping and labeling, I suppose, goes down.
Yep, so the parts are made in town, then they come back, they go out to the plater, then they come back to this facility, and then they come in and they run through the lasers. So
Is he about to do it?
yeah, hit the button, Donnie.
Hold on, let me see. Where is it at?
Right there.
Oh, shoot. What would it do to my hand? Dude, that is cool as crap. Dude, that is cool. Okay, that my day's made.
So one thing you need to make set clear here, we obviously changed narrators.
Yeah.
video. I started it, now Jesse's doing it.
Listen,
I guess I just wasn't doing a good enough job, so he took the camera.
I'm not saying he wasn't doing a good enough job. I just thought we'd change and just see.
Yeah.
We'll just see.
So just to let everybody know what's
Yeah.
going on there.
Not that I'm doing any better. I just thought I would give it a shot.
The laser, they come in here and get put together. So Billy's working on a cage over there. We got the suspension cages all get put together. And
So was this J-bars?
this is for a center pull for an asphalt late model.
Okay.
So they put the mounting point behind the axle and run the trailing arm over the top of the rear end. So parts come in here to get bearings put in or different bolt packages and put together before they're shipped out or before they're packaged to get shipped out.
It's pretty neat.
Like that's where we build all the cages and pull bars. All the sliders are over here. Jake's working on building some sliders. So different lengths and different spring sizes and that kind of stuff. We build probably 7 or 8 different sliders for the modified. The spring would be behind the axle and then the shock is in front on most modifieds. Some modifieds will run coilovers, so they'll put the spring on the shock behind, but a lot of them run it separate, so they'll have a slider on the back, shock on the front.
Gotcha.
Shock brackets, you probably got some of these on the car somewhere. 2-piece deal, so they come in here to get the bolts put in them and the shock bolt in them, and then they get packaged and go out on the shelf before they get shipped.
We got this on our car for sure. Fire bottle clamp.
Yeah, we make all kinds of different diameters for different bottle manufacturers. Kind of where we build all the ultra force machines. So
Oh, this is ours?
Yeah, that's there.
Awesome.
freshened up.
Got a software update.
Yep.
Nice wipe down because it was dirty.
Yeah.
It's a lot cleaner than last time I seen it. Ready to go.
Calibrated out good. Should be ready to rock and roll.
That's right. What's this thing?
Now we walked by it just now. I was wondering about it.
Well, this is a new machine that, well, we took over the manufacturing and distribution for the Bump Steer Pro from Toby Race Products. This will be a bump steer machine for making life easy when you're setting your bump steers. So it's got an actuator that goes under the suspension and then moves up and down automatically.
Okay.
And these guys, potentiometers here, will give you the readout of what your bump's doing through travel. So
Okay.
just a machine to make doing the bump steer a lot easier.
That is awesome. And it's all powered by
Milwaukee 18.
Milwaukee
MAT.
battery.
Instead of having to look at your dials and get a guess, this thing has, it has a potentiometer. So it's going to tell you exactly how much in or out your bump is. And then every inch you can press to record and document through your whole range of motion.
all through travel.
Yeah, to make sure you're good, and if you wanted to put it on a graph and see the graph of it. So, pretty cool machine. Unfortunately, we've been having issues getting the componentry, but once we get that dialed in, we'll be good to go.
So they're not quite available yet.
They should be ready to ship here in the next couple weeks.
Next couple weeks, okay. And will these also be found online?
Yep, they'll be on the website as soon as they're ready to go.
Wehrsmachine.com. We'll put a link in the description for you to check them out.
Once the parts are all assembled, packaged, then they come out here to the warehouse where they're housed and
This is your stock inventory. It's ready to go.
Yeah, and then it gets packaged and shipped all over the country. Actually, the world, I guess. Yeah. Lots of pieces.
Lots of stuff. Restrictor plates. Trace my space.
Yeah.
What is that?
This is a new company that we handle the manufacturing and distribution. So it's basically foam inserts for your toolbox.
Okay.
So you take a picture of your toolbox drawer and then upload it to the site, and we cut the foam insert for the drawer to organize your life.
Oh snap!
So you get an insert like that. You pick your color that you want on the bottom and how thick the top layer, and arrange the tools in your drawer how you want them, or your gun case, or whatever.
Dude, that is awesome.
Take a picture, upload it, we cut the foam and ship it to you.
That's really cool. Trace my space. Dude.
So we're thrashing on this guy trying
that
to...
is super nice.
Take your shoes off.
Yeah, I really feel like I should take my shoes off to walk in this trailer.
Yeah, so this will be our mobile command center, basically. We ordered this trailer a year ago from Intech, and as everything goes, it takes a while to get things down. So we're thrashing, trying to get this baby ready to go to the Wehrs Clash tomorrow at Deer Creek. So, but it's going to be nice for our larger events, so we got enough product with us to service our team and do that stuff. So
it's awesome.
pretty nice piece.
This is super awesome.
Yeah, so pretty much, I mean, we'll have, I would say we'll have pretty much every part we make with us, at the track.
This is awesome.
That's cool. We always always have a machine to use on board, and then we service the sliders and the pull bars and the suspension cages, you know, when they have a problem at the track. We're there to take care of them.
All right, so we pretty much have toured it a little bit backwards. This was a kind of a backwards tour, because this isn't really where everything starts. This is where it all kind of is a finished product. Now we're gonna go check out where the parts are actually made, right?
Yeah, we'll go over town to the manufacturing facility and check that out.
Okay, cool.
All right, we're rolling. Here we are.
Oh, this is where the work goes down.
This is where the parts used to be, so you can imagine. I mean, granted, we didn't have all that at that time, but
right.
This is where we used to house all the products and distribute out of this front room. This is kind of where it all started, in this room for me, you know, back in the day as a kid. Whittling on parts and welding stuff together, and this is where the Chevy dealership started in 1935. So there's been a lot of Chevrolets worked on, Alice Chalmers worked on in here, and a lot of trickery made in this building. So different components get machined, and then they come into this room, and then one of the 3 weld bays is working on them. These are the modified lowers for the Chevelle style modified. So these are for Cade Dillard. Awesome. All the machine components are machined here. All the laser stuff we bring in from outside, and then it comes together here to make a welded component, whether it's a spring cup or a low control arm or a J-bar or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, baby. The big ones.
Yeah, so when we moved the fab shop out of here, then we added a bunch more machines into this one. This is a new clevis, so this is a new product we've been working on as a modified support for the valance on the nose, so to come off the front bumper. So that's a weld to the front bumpers, and then we got a little Heim strut that bolts into this guy to go down to support the nose valance. So these ones here, the lathes that today the turning centers have milling and turning on, so it actually drops that part done. Has all the live tooling on it, where it'll do the milling operations in the lathe. Years ago, we used to take that round part and go into a milling machine and then mill on it.
And now they have machines that do it both.
So far, that's the notcher blocks for the interior tin notchers. So we make that sheet metal tools for notching out your interior tin and all that stuff. Center finder parts that go on the measuring plate, so we make for setting up trailing arms and J-bars. It takes 1/2 inch Heims, 5/8 or 3/4 inch Heims.
Very easy way to get a measurement.
Dewey.
Especially someone like me that don't know 7/8.
Dewey runs the machine shop here. So.
Awesome.
Suspension tubes, make a lot of suspension tubes. This is pretty much all this machine does is just take DOM tube and put the hexes on it and tap it all day long.
Right.
So when I was a kid, and this was the Chevy garage, so this was my dad's body shop. So you picture me 12 years old, I was in here welding on Chevys and doing body work, and that's kind of where it all started, welding stuff together. And then that lathe right there is a 1912 Logan lathe. When I turned it on and didn't get hurt, that's when the gears started going, and that's when I started whittling on stuff in that old lathe there. And
so that's what got you like thinking.
That's why that's always going to be here, because that's why these guys all have jobs. So
yeah, so that was the beginning. You said that was built in 1912?
It's a 1912 Logan lathe, yeah.
Holy crap.
The carb inserts, so this one's making the wide open one. So this is the system where you can put the reducers in there and choke horsepower.
Yep.
So this is the full open horsepower one. So basically you take that block and turn it into that.
Yeah, that's cool.
This one's making like a shock mount, so that clamps on the tube.
Yeah.
This is a steel version, so you guys run aluminum one.
Right.
Like the modifieds have to run a steel one. So.
Starts there, ends there.
This is for Berneisel cars, so this is their J-bar, so pinion mount. So this is the climber style, like everybody pretty much uses nowadays. So.
Yeah. From that to that.
Get some footage in that. This one's just making a spacer, so this is a 5/8 inch and a quarter long tapered spacer.
Okay.
steel suspension cages. So one of the things we do different, we have a counter bore in there, so we grab the race of the bearing and clamp it to the axle tube so that the bearing actually spins and works like a bearing should. Most people just rub the clamp ring up to it, and then the inner race can spin on the tube. So ours all have a counter bore in them to trap the bearing properly. Throttle pedal shaft.
Okay, yeah.
Takes that round piece there and puts the splines on it for the upright and the foot feet, and then this is where the bushings go. So these are window net clamps that we make for All-Star. So we make some private label stuff for All-Star too, the motor state line. So these clamp on the tube and then mount your window net, you know, the spring-loaded style.
Yeah.
So it just clamps on the tube if you have a car that doesn't come with the tabs welded on it.
Really cool. Man, it's really loud around here. All right, that was really neat. So that's where all the metals come in raw, and they turn them into, I think what they say around here is they turn it into billet trickery. If that's how they say it, if you will.
Trickery.
All right, hey, where are we headed now?
We're gonna check out the bike factory.
A bike factory. All right.
Chad's just in a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Now we're going off a little bit different page here, but y'all also make bikes, right? Or the frames of bicycles?
Yeah, 1% of bikes are made in America. So Wyatt is a guy that started building bikes in La Crosse and came to me to help with manufacturing. So we basically took over the manufacturing of the frames also. So all the machine parts are machined at Wehrs Machine, then they would come up to the bike shop.
Okay.
And this is where we build the American-made bicycle.
Let's check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
This is this part is machined, basically the whole frame. So we machine this component, this one, and this one.
Mm-hmm.
And then they come up here and we get to take the CNC tubes and then we put them in the jig fixture and then TIG weld them together.
Okay.
So kind of a one-off custom design frame. So we make two versions, a Maverick and a Vista. This is the Maverick would be the fatter tire one.
Yeah, this Joker's, dude, look at this.
Yeah,
thing.
no.
That's a honk from Vista.
Nice.
That's cool.
So that was
This is the like road
yeah
bike
that's
with the
where he
skinny
started.
tires.
So he was putting them together, and that was just a kit that he was building. And that's kind of when I first found Wyatt was a bike built in La Crosse. I thought that was pretty cool. So, and then I kind of just said, hey, I got a machine shop if you need anything made, you know. So
Right.
here we are, how many years later, with a partnership and the manufacturing of the frames.
Cool.
There you go.
Jesse. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of where the magic happens. Ultimately, it all starts with the raw tubing. So all of our tubing actually gets laser cut by Medieval Chassis and Mankato. Essentially grab the bottom bracket to start with, throw it in the jig right here, put the down tube, C-tube, top tube, pretty much piece it all together and then tack each piece. After the frame is tacked, solder will actually go ahead and start welding the entire frame, and we'll check alignment throughout the process.
Cool.
A lot of the, like all these machine parts, the bottom brackets, what this does, instead of just using tubing connecting directly to the front of the bike, we use CNC yokes, and what that does, it stiffens the frame, so when you're pedaling, maximum energy goes into each pedal stroke, and the tire into the ground versus getting flexed into all our powder coating in-house.
Powder coat.
over here then, yeah. How about that?
We do all a bunch of batch stuff, and it literally takes us probably 10 minutes to do a frame, even less than that. But first we have to blast in our glass cabinet here. That's another unique thing to us, is that people can go on our website, pick the colors they want. We have about 8 stock colors, but we also do custom stuff. So if someone wants something to match their car, for example, we had a lot of that. A guy had a Jeep Wrangler. We matched it to his gray Jeep.
That's cool.
We made some custom decals to match the Rubicon logo on it.
Really?
So yeah, big tires. Face all the tubing so that everything is true, both top and bottom. We'll start putting all the bottom bracket pieces together. This is actually a contract bike or frame we're making for a company up in Canada. We're making electric bikes for them.
Okay,
So,
nice.
yeah, it's been a
See, that's more my speed.
pretty popular.
I like the electric idea, you know, no less pedaling.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, then we come into here and pretty much get the bike after it's powder coated and frame parts are on it. We'll select the different parts for the bike based on the customer's build. We'll put the forks on, we'll put the handlebars, wheels, and everything like that. It gets fully tuned up, and the customer will either come and pick it up directly from us, or we'll put it in a box. This box right here is an example of how big it is. The front wheel and handlebars come off, and it gets shipped directly to the customer.
Cool.
It takes someone probably about 30 minutes. Not even mechanically inclined people can easily assemble the bike because it's fully tuned up and ready to ride.
Yeah.
So if someone watching the video here wanted to get in contact or look at some of the bikes you have, how could they find you guys?
Yeah, they can check us out at wyattbikes.com.
Okay.
You can give us a call, shoot us an email, check out what we have on our customizer, and pick out the bike you want.
That's pretty
Awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
Do it all online, huh?
Yeah.
Jonathan might want
Yeah,
one.
no,
honestly, he might wish he was here. Well, thank you for the tour.
Yeah,
Really
absolutely.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you guys for coming. Appreciate it.
Well, we have made it back to the fulfillment center, right? Shipping fulfillment. What do we call this place?
Headquarters.
Yeah, we've made it back to headquarters where we started the tour. Hey guys, we really appreciate you having us and taking us along on all your stuff. It's really neat.
Yeah, thanks.
I really appreciate it.
Thanks for stopping by. It's
Yeah.
awesome to hang out.
It's
Yes,
kind
sir.
of like the perfect stop anyway.
It really is right on our way to Cedar Lake, so it's
Yeah.
perfect. It worked out, and glad y'all had us. All right, wehrsmachine.com.
Yes, sir.
Wehrsmachine.com. Links in the description. Thanks for hanging out with us on the Wehrs Machine tour,
And WyattBicycles.com as well.
and WyattBicycles.com.
Scorza.com, TraceMySpace.com. We got all kinds of stuff.
Listen, just get on the internet. You'll find him somewhere.